really has to be pretty bad for no one to go out. Oh, there's Tristan. Oh, trying to get that 7th spot for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Oh, nothing. It's a secret.
Oh, okay. They used to put these huge bulb lights all the way down the pier, and then you'd have 1,000 people on the pier and then another couple thousand on the beach. It was epic.
Did Jacksonville think you guys were crazy when you guys first brought up the idea? Like, yo, we want to light up the pier and whip people at waves on jet skis?
If I was on city council, yes. I'd be like, you guys are out of your mind.
Past years, we're in the nighttime with a huge crowd and like just had the biggest party and like the best time on the beach. That's kind of like the epitome of a good time for a surf contest.
You're like going out, you're like, whoa, this is, you know, it's like the closest thing we could get to like football or something where literally people were right on the water's edge. It gives you like goosebumps before your heat.
You're like Top Gun right now. I know, I got the high and tight. I had to be aerodynamic for tomorrow. Usually it's surfboards, kite gear, and golf clubs in the car. And you just never know what you're gonna get. That's Florida. I think it's a great spot to grow up as a surfer, a great spot to learn how to surf. The surf community is great here. So the pier is kind of smack dab in the middle of Jack's Beach. This is kind of like the center, the hub for everyone, and it's the best sandbar in town, really. I mean, there's a couple other, we won't name them, but this is it. Everyone knows about this spot, it's no secret. Come here and join in the fun.
How would you describe the actual surf scene here as far as the community goes, kids to old guys, like compared to other places?
It's super core.
This feels awkward.
It looks great.
Is this gonna be in slow-mo?
Yeah, my name is Matt Shaw. I am the editor of Void Magazine, which is a Northeast Florida-based free monthly glossy magazine that covers like a broad spectrum of topics from arts and music, surf and skate culture, and really we try to find like the intersections between those things.
So my name is Gigi Lucas, and I live here in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and I am the founder and executive director of Surfia Negra, which is a nonprofit that gets more girls of color into surfing. And just noticed that there was a huge void in African Americans, specifically women, surfing. And I actually didn't realize how influential Jacksonville and St. Augustine was in the civil rights movement. I mean, in 1964, there were protests for African Americans to get access to the beach. If we don't acknowledge it and like come face to face and reckon with it and then start to build the bridge to actually change that, it may not ever happen. This particular community in Jacksonville is extremely inviting. I can't say that I've ever had a situation in the water where I felt like I wasn't welcome. There's so much opportunity here. And I think that if we as a community can do it right, we will be the epicenter of what surfing looks like for the future. Sorry, California.
Jacksonville is the largest city by land area in the continental United States, and then it's the most populous city in Florida too. So when you're comparing it even to other surf cities, you know, you're looking at like San Diego, LA, San Francisco, maybe Portland and Seattle, but not really. And then if you come over to the East Coast, you have Jacksonville and like New York City, really, that are, you know, adjacent to a coastline with waves. What we lack maybe in like really epic or heavy, you know, pumping surf, we make up for in consistency. I think you could probably surf like upward of 200 days out of the year here. You're just not gonna find that kind of balance between having a culturally interesting city with lots of things to do, good food, good music, good art, and also you could have a career here and be a surfer.
This is like what we refer to as the urban core. People are working their butts off to like make this cool and make this like a destination. And we want more like small businesses to pop up. And there's some really cool ones. There's good venues down here. There's some good restaurants. It's got great bone. Glenn Van Dyke, a musician friend of mine, we play music together. We have a little record company and we put on music festivals, but her and I have sort of similar backgrounds in that we both moved back here from bigger cities. She came back from New York.
I was like, so I'm thinking about moving back. He was like, do it. Everyone moves to New York to get that bohemian kind of urban lifestyle, but I found it here.
Glenn had all these ideas about this like really ambitious festival. I remember like sort of encouraging her to like curb her enthusiasm a little bit. She was just like, no, it's gonna be 3 days, 20 bands. And so I was like, okay, I'm here for it. And this year we were able to include, what, 40 local bands?
Yeah, 40 bands.
Yeah, and kind of like as an overarching goal to reinterpreting like what Florida music looks like, sounds like.
There's so much potential and you feel like you're, being a part of propagating more culture, or at least like doing what you can.
What we've found is there's a lot of people our age right now who don't see a divide between those like disparate parts of the city. If there's something cool going on at the beach, they're gonna come. If there's something cool going on in town, they're gonna go to that too.
36 hours in Jacksonville Beach. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I seeing?
Okay, so you're gonna stay at the Hotel Palms, clearly. Breakfast and coffee, Southern Roots. Delicious food, delicious coffee. I'm just gonna tell you to surf the pier because you're from out of town and I won't be blowing up a spot by saying that. For lunch, Taco Lou. Use a lot of local fish. Maybe get an after lunch drink. Pete's Bar is the oldest bar at the beach. They have stories about like Hemingway having drinks there. If we had a cuisine identity, it would be fresh, like local fish, either fried and beige or blackened.
How many pounds of shrimp do you guys go through in a day? Usually cooking? Tons?
Yeah, over 100.
The famous Mayport shrimp.
Like dock to table. I don't know anywhere in California you could literally go and like watch a boat bring in fish that they're gonna put on your plate. Blackened shrimp, hush puppies, fresh green beans, gator tail, sun setting.
Oh, you know what? He made green.
It does make me miss Florida a lot.
Per capita talent in the water here is up there with any place I've ever been in. Like, there are so many good surfers here, and that's not new. It's been that way for a long time.
A big piece of that puzzle was a guy named Mitch Kaufman. We call him the mayor. Mitch did a lot for the community too. He had like an old surf show called The Radical Side. I think it was like Thursdays at 7 p.m.
Thursday night, 7 o'clock.
So for people that never saw the show, what was The Radical Side?
It was local contest footage.
Public access television. You're always tuning in like, who's on the radical side this week? So it was like the coolest thing ever.
I feel like people have said Jacksonville is an underground hotspot for decades, but that's funny to me. Like, you can't be underground if you've had that many good surfers, like, be prominent on the world stage.
Between here and St. Augustine, 904 area code, we've had multiple world tour surfers. We got a world title now with Justin Quintal.
Justin Quintal and myself and Gabe Kling and the Thompson brothers and all, Karina Petroni. Like, we're in like the armpit of the East Coast, so we always had that grudge that like we had to prove everyone wrong, and I think we always had that like competitive fire.
I'm definitely proud to be able to say I'm a world champ, and I don't know, maybe down the road I'll be that crusty old longboarder telling the Groms, hassling me at the pier to get off my wave because I was a world champ 20 years ago.
It's hard to do that from like Jacksonville or St. Augustine, like what? Yeah, we all think we're underdogs, but we're not.
Locally, the guys that are in it, you're gonna see some big airs, some big crazy airs by all three Thompson brothers. They've all won it, like at least one. Yeah, like once or twice. I think all of them have won it like twice.
I'm no stranger to doing towouts. 10 air sections in 10 minutes, which you would never do in a normal session.
And the jet ski's just mowing it down, and you're like back there hoping you make it over with them. And half the time, they don't even know if you fell off.
You know what's hard is the jet ski driver.
Trust me, that man's earning his paycheck tonight driving that ski, and so thank you, Jay, for doing that.
Jay DODSON, recently 40 years old, Jacksonville, Florida. they're always like, you want some help up there? I'm like, dude, you have to pull me off this ski, man. This event's so much fun. And they do the huge air, like you're part of that, right? You're like, you feel like a manager, like running someone's business. Like I always joke with them, like, you know, I want my 10%, you know, like Cody is always like faster, faster, faster. And then I got to adapt because Evan's like, slow down and wait for it. And I'm not, you know, I'm kind of like Cody of that, like go fast, 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 fast. And, you know, me and Cody have the most time together. I've never seen Robbie behind it.
Robbie McCormick, AKA Rasta Rob. You know, I've known him since he was 12 years old.
All my friends are like, oh, you hang out with Cory Lopez every day. Everyone looks up to him.
So I've been around Robbie for years and I've known how good he is.
Oh, Cory's in the event? Really?
He's pretty much one of the biggest legends from Florida, one of the biggest legends in surfing, period.
To have Cory Lopez like on the roster next to you, I'm still pretty like surf fan about it. I f***ing love it.
It's just so much fun to watch. I've been watching him since I started surfing.
There's some good backstory. Ironically, I forgot that this event was going on tonight. I had date nights with my wife and my kids are having a sleepover. Next thing I know, I get a call. And,
you're like, oh, it's the Jason 20.
I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I'm out.
My name is CJ Hobgood. I'm actually a judge. There's no crowd. It's just me and you for the whole duration of this thing. And yeah, they're gonna go out there and they're gonna try to do the best air they can. I think just sort of working out the kinks a little bit is kind of part of the mayhem and the chaos, but that allows the magic. And yeah, just being around that excitement. I mean, I probably am a little too excited right now. Judge, you're like, wow, this guy's pretty excited. He's a judge. We got to type scores in and stuff. Locked it in. Drag the 1 plus the 2. So I'm like, hopefully I don't blow it. Hopefully we look professional. Hopefully we know what we're doing up there. We got this fishing boat. He might be fishing.
They're not chumming on that thing, are they?
So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before.
Does it have like residual like bait just like oozing from it?
That's an added bonus this year.
All right, Red Bull Night Riders, 8th edition. We're gonna slate this. You ready?
Wham!
Okay. We're your commentators for the 8th annual Red Bull Night Riders event. This is the illustrious Dane Jeffries.
This is the dactylish of Daniel Terry.
What? We like to have fun together. We're brothers from other mothers.
We're actually in a band called Turtle Rock.
We're not.
We are in a band, but he doesn't like Turtle Rock. But anyways, we're gonna hopefully entertain you tonight on the broadcast of the Red Bull Night Riders. So let's check out the action.
Yeah. So as soon as you let go of the rope the first time, 15 minutes on the clock.
So we want you guys to stomp it. We want you to get high, and then variety technical.
Lastly, too, $5,000 to the winner.
Woo!
Don't forget about that.
Is it winner take all?
Winner takes all.
A little rain on the forecast.
Only track swells with this guy.
These conditions are vicious. Oh, what? He's still hanging on.
No way.
What a crazy man. Man, these guys are good. I would have freaking ripped my arms off twice already.
30 seconds left. Cory Lopez on his forehand. Boom! Oh. So, yeah, I can't hold on.
I think Jay got air on that, though.
Are we getting Jay scores?
Well, my computer turned off. Jen already told him if he doesn't win, then not even come home. It's like, all right, you can go, but you better win.
I came and conquered the worst time slot of the event. Those guys going the back half of the event will have the best opportunities to get some wins.
Next up is Rasta Rob. So Rasta's definitely watching this, trying to figure out what his move's gonna be.
Where's your head at?
Me on a right.
Way in the clouds.
Hey, remember that time the guy aired into the shrimp boat? You just got smacked.
This is hectic. It's not a contest until they put just raw Mother Nature. You know, just pouring rain.
Rasta Rob, 4.27 on your last wave. 4.27. You
Slowly getting better.
That thing is rocking. I'd probably get seasick. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm getting seasick just looking at it.
I think it's just rocking everywhere.
I got beat up for 15 minutes straight.
Did he lose the handle right there? Is that all?
Sorry?
Did he just lose the handle? Or did he let go?
Yeah, no, he lost it.
You see the section and you're pretty much like, oh, I gotta get my feet right, and then it's already there. It's like right there.
It's definitely pretty hard to figure it out, but it's sick.
The reason I'm frustrated is because the tide's coming in. I know it'll get easier on the inside. I know the scores will be so tight in the end to where like I'll be holding it and somebody will do something that like will be really similar and just nudging you. Did I just go straight into my WSL I'm happy thing? Oh, I'm so stoked and life is great. And should I just go Hellboy like this board sucks? Just kidding, the board's great. Everything's great. I'm happy. No, I'm still a good sport, you guys. I'm just a little frustrated.
It's like a reality TV show. He's like, I'm gone.
You didn't get a rose.
This is reclaimed wood from the Jacksonville Beach Pier that was blown apart during, I think, Hurricane Matthew. And we took it, chopped it up, put it together. Yeah, it's just a special trophy, man. This thing's made straight out of Jacksonville. So, yeah, somebody's gonna win it tonight. Still got nuts and bolts in it, too. It's pretty sick.
I feel like I did 20 airs out there and I ended up landing a few, so felt good. You know, I didn't get the one huge one I wanted, but you gotta do what you can. Everyone's landing airs, so you gotta hope it's a notch better than the last guy.
Aired into it too.
Oh!
What's your brother's silver bullet? What's he got in his bag of tricks?
He's got a rail grab air reverse. Hopefully you can't find it out there in the dark. He's got one pretty clean. He kind of likes to hold the grab a little long though, so we'll see what the judges say. Just some brother heckling, you can cut that.
If I could go out there and boost a couple airs and land them, and then I feel like from there, okay, I'll just try to go bigger and bigger, you know. These guys, a lot of them, they go out and like kind of shoot for the stars.
Your brother's got this thing so far in the bag.
Yeah.
Balaram pulls out another last-minute win.
Well, it wouldn't be unlike last year where Balaram did the same thing. Cory had it in the bag and then ball came out. Went last, and I swear it was like his second to last wave that he boosted a frontside air. And, I mean, plenty of time, 5 minutes. Only takes one wave.
Yeah, Cody.
Super excited to actually hand a trophy off to somebody this year. So now you're 3-time Red Bull champion right here from Jacksonville, Florida. Woo! Give it up for Mr. Cody Thompson.
Yeah. Stoked that we can still come out here and compete. You know, always stoked when Red Bull gives me the call and get another invite. So to have this here in my hometown is awesome. I mean, this is one of a kind. This is the pier?
Yeah, that's
nice.
the pier.
I've been wanting a piece of the pier.
Yeah, you got one now.